And we have plenty coming your way. Today on the show, can CONOR Billiard rise and make a statement tonight as Kaizer Chiefs and Sundowns clash? Tino Kadere's wife Sharon opens up on their journey from Highfield to the culinary capital of the world, Lyon. We scour the trending and wacky and exciting sports stuff on the net. Manchester City reportedly offer Lionel Messi a 5-year contract. My name is Lance Chiande and you are watching Sports Daily here on ZTN. First up, we talk football. Warriors star CONOR Billiard's former agent Mike Gobeni has lifted the lid on the two's separation and insists there's no bad blood between them. Billiard is no longer represented by Ngobeni, whom he has replaced with Zimbabwean events planner Godfrey Voko Bakasa. Ngobeni, the head of M Sport Management, says the separation was an amicable one as his stable respects the Kaizer Chiefs winger's decision to be managed by someone else.
There's no bad blood between M Sport Management and Mr. Billiard. Mr. Billiard, he decided not to renew his contract with M Sport Management, which we respect that. And that's a common practice, as you know that in FIFA, there's some rules and regulations. The player signed only 2 years with a management company, which is the intermediary company, M Sport Management. So after 2 years, it's up to the player to renew or the management company. So we're no longer looking after his interest. We respect his wishes, but we're still looking after the contract between him and M Sport Management and his current employer, Kaizer Chiefs. So there's no bad blood between the three.
Still on billiard, Kaizer Chiefs play Sundowns at 6 p.m. in a clash of the two top teams, with Chiefs 3 points ahead of Sundowns. It's a big game for Billiard as he's had a poor season with just 1 goal and 1 assist in 21 matches, and it's a chance to make a statement tonight for the man who is the highest player in South Africa. Let's now go to ZTN Newsroom, where we have football analyst Makomborero Mutimkulu to talk to us about CONOR Billiard's management and his current form. Great to have you here, Mako. This change in management by Billiard, what does it mean for his career?
It's something that comes with age, with maturity, realization that some people are getting money off you, off your talent. You look into sports, Mike Tyson, there's a time that you realize, no, the guys are making money off me. Yes, Vocal is known for music, but the most important thing in as far as CONOR Billiard is concerned is CONOR Billiard's best friend. If CONOR Billiard wants someone to pick him up at the airport, he calls Vocal. So really, I mean, this is a friendship deal that has gone professional. Is it a good move? I think it is. I think it is financially, because really, if you are selling gold, you don't need a marketing person. CONOR is good. We all know what he can do. So you don't need somebody who comes and hype say there's a guy called CONOR Billiard. He's good with the left foot. He's lightweight, but he's got speed. We all know that. So what you need is a guy who walks into the boardroom and says, we want a 4-year contract. It's that or nothing. He doesn't divert route. Whatever CONOR says is what Vocal will do. Was it a good move financially? Yes. Football-wise, no. But look, at most, CONOR Billiard has got 4 years left in him. So he needs to cash in, and the best way to cash in is have a manager who will not steal something from you.
And lastly, Mako, it's a big game tonight for Billiard as he's had a poor season with just 1 goal and 1 assist in 21 matches. Are we likely going to see him playing a starring role for Chiefs?
Well, look, it depends on what Ennis Middledrop does tonight. If he goes for a formation where he needs his players to work their socks off just to make sure that they shut out shop, then we may not see the best of CONOR Billiard. But if CONOR Billiard is going to go up front with Lazarus Kambole, maybe we'll see the best of CONOR Billiard. It's difficult to say now because it's been a while since CONOR Billiard was the CONOR Billiard that we've always known. Does he want to go to Sundowns next year? Maybe he does. Has he been having a poor season? Yes, he has. Why? We do not know. Are these issues? Maybe they are, but look, the way Chiefs are playing, everybody's criticizing them. But their coach says, look, we just need to get over the line. But tonight, maybe this will be the night that CONOR Billiard comes to the party. He needs to. It's the most important game of Chiefs season, because if they deal with Sundowns today, I think they'll be in the business. I think they'll be smelling the coffee. What does he need to do? He needs to score. Whether by his tummy, by the head, whatever, he just needs a goal. If you get one, it triggers everything. You know, when you're a forward, it's all about making sure that you score. And sometimes there was that Bernard Parker free kick. Things are just going wrong at the wrong time. And that's something that you cannot control. What Kama needs to do is to control the controllables. Do well, play the right pass, shoot when you're sighted goal, and hopefully one goes in.
Well, interesting there from football analyst Makombere Mutimkulu, live from our ZTN newsroom. So the big game in the South African Premiership is on tonight as leaders Kaizer Chiefs play Sundowns. Now in the English Premier League, several Chelsea players have not returned for pre-season training after testing positive for COVID-19, according to reports in British media. But the reports did not name the players affected. Players who test positive have to self-isolate for 10 days and return a negative coronavirus test before they can take part in training. Sheffield United, Brighton and West Ham United were among the other Premier League clubs to report positive COVID-19 cases in recent weeks. Frank Lampard's side, who finished fourth last season, kick off their campaign against Brighton on the 14th of September. Manchester City have reportedly offered Lionel Messi a 5-year contract that will include 2 years of Major League Soccer in the US. According to Spanish media outlet Mundo Deportivo, Man City have sent across the contract to Messi's lawyers, who are currently analyzing it. It is a 5-year contract which will see Messi play 3 seasons in the Premier League. The Argentine forward will spend the final 2 years of his Man City deal with their MLS partner club, New York FC. Sports website ESPN has claimed that the 4-time Premier League champions could also offer Messi the chance to become an ambassador for the City Football Group, the company that owns several clubs across the world, including Man City and New York FC. Over to some tennis. Japan's Naomi Osaka withdrew from her WTA Western and Southern Open semi-final match on Thursday in New York to protest the police shooting of an unarmed black man. The 2-time Grand Slam champion was to have faced Belgian Elise Mertens in the same quarantine bubble where the US Open will be played starting on Monday. Osaka's move comes in the wake of the shooting of an African-American, Jacob Blake, last Sunday, and the NBA's Milwaukee Bucks boycotting their scheduled playoff game on Wednesday. All NBA playoff games were eventually postponed, and Major League Baseball and women's NBA clubs followed suit before Osaka became the trailblazer in tennis. Now still on tennis, world number 1 Novak Djokovic believes rival Roberto Bautista Agut isn't given enough credit for his performance in the sport. The 17-time Grand Slam champion describes the Spaniard as one of the most underrated players over the last 5 years. Djokovic's comments come ahead of their clash at the Western and Southern Open, which has been delayed until Friday. The top seed booked his place in the last 4 with a dominant 6-3, 6-1 win over Jan-Lennard Struff in what is his 21st consecutive ATP Tour victory in 2020. Djokovic is yet to lose a match this year. In boxing, Conor McGregor has teased rival Floyd Mayweather by joking that he carried him in their money-spinning crossover fight 3 years ago. The now-retired UFC legend switched codes to take on Mayweather back in August 2017 in a blockbuster showdown. McGregor was competitive in the early rounds, but was ultimately out of his depth and ran out of steam in the second half of the fight, before eventually being stopped by Mayweather in the 10th round. The pair have traded barbs on numerous occasions since and flirted with a possible rematch, though that appears to be out of the question right now. Well, coming up next is the weird and wacky.
For everybody back home, it's just, stay safe, stay 6 feet apart, wash hands, do the regulars, everything that everyone's saying, and, just take it day by day. We're going to make it through. We've been through a whole lot worse as a country. And we're just always strong. We've always been strong people, so we won't make it out of this one, just as we've made it out of a whole lot of other situations that we've been through. And yeah, everybody just stay positive and let's just keep the energy up.
Now you are watching Sports Daily here on ZTN. To start off our weird and wacky, we have an ultimate weird and wacky today, and here is a nominee for the best team talk.
What's it going to take for me to get you guys to believe? All right, do you want me to levitate this ball? Is that what you want me to do? I've done it before. I believe so much I can levitate this ball. You can. On the count of 3, just watch me, because I believe we can win, and I can believe I can levitate this ball. That's crazy. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God! Check it out! All right, now do you believe we can win?
Yes, definitely pumped up with those Houdini skills as a team talk. Fascinating. Now, tackles in football, if done properly, are not harmless at all, but this tackle shouldn't be performed in football. Is that still football or martial arts? Well, leave your comments below. Now, we have seen many workout routines on Sports Daily, and here is another hit of a workout. Yeah, that's a strong lad. He's got a strong lat, strong biceps, everything is just strong and on point. Now to close off our weird and wacky is a delicious piece of skill here from 2 lads in their backyard. Swift movement there. If I had skills like that, I wouldn't be here reading this news bulletin. Now remember, you're watching Sports Daily here on ZTN. You can follow us on Twitter. We are at ZTN News. Our Facebook page is Zimpapers TV Network. On YouTube, we are ZTN. And lastly, you can check out more content on our website, www.ztn.co.zw.
Coronavirus is a threat to all humanity. It has killed over 350,000 people so far, and many others are in quarantine away from their loved ones. We are fortunate to be alive, but no one knows how and when the virus will strike closer to home. You and I are each other's keeper. With winter upon us, let's ensure that none of us will be exposed to the elements that make us vulnerable to COVID-19. Let's help those in need by contributing to the Zimpapers COVID-19 Fund. The proceeds will go towards equipping underdeveloped health centers and communities. To contribute, dial or SMS the following numbers on your screen. Remember, if we stand together, we win together.
You are watching Sports Daily here on ZTN. Now, Tino Kadewere has been making headlines in the press for his achievements in a very short space of time. In just 5 years, the former Prince Edward scholar has seen his life change in an amazing way, from the high-density suburb of Highfield to the culinary capital of the world, Lyon. From playing school football to playing for one of the best teams in the world. With extreme maturity, which belies his age, the 24-year-old is regarded as one of the most promising strikers in the French Ligue 1, and also seems to exhibit the same maturity off the field of play, as he is already married with 2 children. His wife Sharon talks to us about how these two met.
I got up Highfield. Then me and my mom, we moved to Highfield. Before, we used to live in Budiriro. So when we moved to Highfield, I used to be a shy girl. Used to greet me whenever I pass through their gates. So paini moresa ndengo pindura.
Aipindura mazinzo.
So then mama did pepanap wedding anniversary. So before I came to join the bridal team. So I used to dance with Tino. So that's when everything started.
Now, was Sharon a low-hanging fruit for Tino?
Yakatosimbiza. Moms no akatoita party papa. Wakato play a huge role.
Because he was also shy, to say, to start talking to me. I ain't going to Jongoni Moresau, but deep inside.
Now, throughout history, there are certain factors which are considered when it comes to marriage, and financial stability is one of them. But how did Tino and Sharon know they were going to make it?
So when I started dating Tino, we were okay like that. I had no
I just saw that she was the right girl for me. Like I said before, I used to talk to a lot of girls, but it was different. And the way she respected even my mom, because vaskana vakaungana pepe like the bridal team, you can see kuti this girl she has much respect than this girl, and also my mom she liked her a lot.
Well, Tino has already established himself as a Zimbabwean international. Sharon seems not worried about anything when it comes to her man, and she attributes this to his humbleness.
I think humbleness, because Tino is totally different from other guys. He's so humble. He's the type of a person who shows off his family. He's not like, even if you go on his social media platforms, you see that he's married, So I think that humbleness is the reason why we are still together.
Because
even if you shout, even if you you can't change him. So I think
the Kadewere story is refreshing. In just 5 years, the Zimbabwean warrior striker has risen to greater heights, and his rise to fame seems so improbable, but his wife Sharon sees it divinely ordained.
To be honest, things were tough, since we lost Tino's dad. Things were tough, but because I pray and I have faith. Even if I want something, I fast, I pray. So I think it's contributed in everything we have now.
So us boys, sometimes we forget. But if you have someone who is very strong, sometimes ndotombo varaiwa kutombonamata, but chandisingakanganwi zvangu ndechekunamata before game.
Football has long been a vehicle for many underprivileged men and women to improve their financial circumstances. The true beauty of the matter lies not only in that those successful in this regard are able to rise due to their own blood, sweat and tears. The journey the Kadeweres have traveled has been amazingly good, and Sharon reflects how they have handled it.
For me, it's a blessing, to be honest, but there is this pressure that comes with it, from ghetto to Sweden, from Sweden to France, and from our old city to Lyon. It's a huge step, and it's happening in a very short time. So, if like when we go to watch the games, obviously we meet with other wives of other players. So it's a challenge, because most of the stuff we don't know. But I have to try by all means, so that if people see me, they see Tino, that Tino is working. I have to stand good one. He's doing the right job.
Well, that was it for Sports Daily today. We are back again tomorrow, Friday, with the latest in all the sports updates in the world, regionally and nationally. My name is Lance Giande. Remember to stay true to yourself in 2020. Thanks for watching.